This interactive video lesson introduces organizing a digitally transformed educational week with open educational resources. You will learn the aim and purpose of the educational week, how to adapt lesson plans to different learning styles, and support young men in self-studying while using structured plans to organize learning panels. After watching this video, complete a short test to apply what you have learned.
The digitally transformed educational week responds to current challenges related to young men's physical, mental, and digital health. Its purpose is to encourage healthier lifestyle choices through accessible, engaging, and digitally delivered learning activities. The educational week aims to empower youth workers by providing them with modern digital tools, methodologies, and resources that enable more effective engagement with young men. By combining health-focused content with a digital learning environment, the program clearly defines its dual purpose, supporting youth workers and motivating young men to take responsibility for their overall well-being. The educational week is structured around a recurring daily learning scenario applied across 5 days, allowing participants to engage flexibly. If a participant is unable to attend certain sessions on one day, they can join the same activities on another day without missing essential content. Activities are conducted remotely on platforms like Zoom or MS Teams, combining 3 interactive learning panels with independent learning sessions. The recommended duration of learning activities for one day is up to 4 hours. Each day of the educational week should be organized following such lesson plan. Every day begins with an introductory session, during which participants are presented with the goal of the digital education week, daily agenda, and resources to be used. During this session, participants are guided through the Moodle platform, where they then register by entering personal information and creating a user profile. Learners are introduced to the first self-learning activity on Moodle and are guided to start working on it. Learners independently study the first open educational resource, the interactive presentation Health Matters, maximizing your potential for a healthy and thriving life via Moodle. Participants gather in the first learning panel to reflect on and clarify the key messages of the interactive presentation studied independently. Learners independently study the second open educational resource, Digital Game, Wellness Expedition. Discover your path to health via Moodle. Participants gather in a learning panel to analyze their experience from the digital game and reflect on what they have learned from the content. Learners independently study the third open educational resource, Set of Success Stories Journey to Wellness, Inspiring Young Men's Narratives via Moodle. Participants gather in a learning panel to reflect on the success stories and relate them to their own situations. During the final learning panel, participants are invited to share feedback on the educational week and begin drafting a personal development plan, outlining how they will apply what they have learned. Certificates of participation are issued via Moodle platform. How to adapt the lesson plan to different needs and learning styles of young men. Identify learners' needs early, observe motivation, attention span, and digital literacy. Use short check-in questions or a quick online poll at the start of each day. Remember that participants may have different learning styles, so adapt your facilitation accordingly. Common types include visual learners, prefer visual content, auditory learners, learn best through listening and discussion, kinesthetic learners, learn by doing and practice. Adapt your teaching style and lesson plan accordingly. Vary pace, format, and ways to participate. By actively adapting open educational resources and lesson structure, you increase engagement, reduce dropout, and create a supportive learning environment that encourages young men to take responsibility for their health. Youth workers play a key role in encouraging young men to take an active role in their learning and personal development. It is important to explain the purpose of each self-learning activity and its relevance. Encourage learners to study at their own pace within the structured plan. Use learning panels to reflect with questions like, "What did you learn? What surprised you? How does this relate to your life?" Support personal development by suggesting small, realistic health goals. Using the structured lesson plan, youth workers can help young men turn self-study into meaningful learning and take practical steps toward healthier lifestyles. Now, we invite you to the quiz section, where you can test your knowledge by answering 3 questions. Tick the correct answer. Whether you chose right or wrong, you will be given an explanation for the answer. Here we go. That's all for this lesson. Thank you for your participation. Follow the program in the eStudio to learn more skills to provide digitally transformed non-formal training for young men on health and well-being. Upon successful completion of the training, you will receive the digital badge, Innovative Promoter for Young Men Health and Well-Being.